All right, guys, yes, I have been seeing all the Juan Soto trade rumors. Do I think that he will be traded before the 2024 season? I do. Do I think that we should trade him? I do, because the fact of the matter is we can't keep him. We are in trouble with Major League Baseball with the payroll, the luxury tax. It's all coming back to bite us. All these, effing contracts really coming back to bite us. Real quick, I do want to say rest in peace to Peter Seidler, because he was just truly one of us, an owner that actually cared. And, that's really rare to see in the game of baseball today. All these owners run it like a business. They really don't even care about the team. And to see Peter Seidler as one of us, a fan of the team and really wanting to win a championship, I really appreciate that. So, rest in peace, Peter Seidler. But back to Juan Soto, we're really at a point where we're already hearing, names being exchanged in various trade talks with the Yankees. I do not personally think that Soto will be traded to the Yankees just because they don't want to give up anybody. As Blake Snell puts it, they're just offering up a bunch of slapdick prospects. That's pretty much it. If you offer up a bunch of nobodies for Soto, that's not going to do anything. What I want personally is to trade Soto to a team that will give us great minor league prospects that we can develop. One of my biggest gripes with AJ Preller and the Padres organization is that we never seem to develop any of our own talent. We only see what's working for somebody else and we grab that from afar and then it doesn't work out. Matt Carpenter, for example. I think if we can get top prospects in somebody's organization and take it to the Padres organization and really develop them and make them good baseball players, that's going to be huge. Juan Soto is a great player. He wants about $460 million, I hear. The thing about that is that he only plays half the game. He's a pure hitter. He doesn't really play defense. It looks like he's going to be a DH for pretty much the rest of his career. Maybe not right now, but pretty soon it's going to happen, guys. Am I saying that I don't want to sign Soto? No, not at all. I want Soto. I'd love to sign him. I just don't think it's really plausible with the way the luxury tax, the payroll, all this crap is set up. That's just the fact of the matter. And I think that there's no reason to wait if we're not going to be able to keep him. I think that we should just trade him now because we can get great talent, maybe some MLB ready talent, but we can get great talent in the minor leagues that we can develop on our own and bring up and make great baseball players. When's the last time the Padres have developed their own position player, brought him up when he was young, and had a good career? The only thing that I can mention that the Padres do develop are pitching, but the problem is those pitchers come up late. Tom Cosgrove, great player, developed in the Padres organization, but he was 27 when he debuted. He's 28 now. He had a great year, 1.75 ERA, but the fact of the matter is we're not seeing this at all with young players especially. So that's going to be huge for us to maybe grab some great top prospects in a minor league system back, bring them to the Padres, and really develop and make them into good baseball players. Because why do you think teams like the Tampa Bay Rays are so good? Teams that don't spend money because they know how to do things. They know how to run an organization. And that's my biggest gripe, that we never do this. You can say all you want about the contracts that are very questionable, but the fact of the matter is we can't take them back. That's over. The Jake Cronenworth contract, that's over. We can't do anything about it. Yes, we can trade him, but the money that we spend for the other team, that goes to our payroll. That still doesn't help our case. The only way I think that we can keep Juan Soto is that if he takes overall less money in general, which I don't think he would, but it would also be very backload ended, like Tatis's contract. What I mean by that, the millions really start piling up later in his contract. Tatis's AAV is not very high right now. It's like about 11 million or something around there. That's not high, but as he gets older, it's going to really skyrocket. And that's the only way for in the short term to be safe about this thing. And, guys, they prefer obviously getting a lot of money evenly dispersed, but, at the end of the day, they just want the money in general guaranteed, and that's what they care about. So if we still offer them a lot of money, but just push it toward the back end, I could see that as a possibility. But personally, I just don't think that we're going to be able to sign him. I do think he's worth it. I do think he's a great player, and I do think he likes San Diego. He's made tons of comments about it, how he enjoys San Diego. He bought a house here, but the fact of the matter is we've screwed it ourselves. We've screwed up the situation where it's going to be our fault that we can't keep him. And my biggest fear is that we end up keeping him for the beginning of the 2024 season. Then we realize, okay, we got to trade this guy at the trade deadline, and then boom, we really just can't get that many pieces back because, it's only a half-year rental. Or even worse, we keep him for the entire season, we don't win the World Series, and then we just can't sign him in free agency. I really, really just think that we should trade the guy, and I love him. As a player, as a Padres fan, he's amazing. This is literally a Juan Soto jersey. He's like my favorite player in the team, but at the end of the day, you got to think realistically, and you got to think about the future of the franchise, because we cannot screw ourselves again to the point where we don't freaking win the World Series with them, and then, he's gone. That's just the fact of the matter. I think that this is a very good opportunity for the Padres to take young talent, minor league talent, top prospects if the price is right. The only reason we should pull the trigger ever is if the price is right, because we hold the power in this situation. That's why we're not going to get a trade done with the Yankees, because if they're trying to throw up 50 slapdicks, nobody's going to want to take that. You know what I mean? We want Volpe, we want Dominguez. Yeah, that's not going to happen, but give us at least top 10s in your system, not top 10 to 20s. Give us top 5s. I think that a team that might take the Soto trade would be the Braves, because, they've been saving all their money. Look at them. They know how to run things properly. Ozzie Albies is on a 7-year, $35 million contract. Ronald Acuna Jr., who just had one of the craziest seasons of all time, 8 years, $100 million. Austin Riley's 10 years, $212 million. I can go on and on about how disappointed about the way the Padres contracts are set up, being insane overpays or big effort contracts. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, those are over. We can't change anything about it. What we can do is be in control during the Juan Soto sweepstakes. Look for the right price, grab great minor league talent, grab great top prospects, and bring them to San Diego and develop players for once. I just don't think we can keep them. It's not because we can't afford them with the money. It's because of the payroll luxury tax issue. We're getting penalized. I do want to mention, guys, I am not scared at all about the $50 million loan. People are overreacting to that. Teams do that all the time. That's not the problem. The problem is the way that we have all these extra contracts thrown around that we really, really cannot keep them in the long run. And that's what's really disappointing to me. Because people say the Mets were the most disappointing team in 2023, but people don't understand that the Padres have more money tied up long-term to this roster. Maybe the Mets payroll was higher in 2023, but the Padres long-term owe more money to these players. And I just think that the way for Soto to only stay would be if he takes less and takes a very back-end loaded contract. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you guys want to trade him or not? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. I do want to mention, guys, I'm really bad at keeping promises. I know I said that I would try to upload more often, but it's difficult for me in college. I'm in Rome. I'm going to be out of Rome. I'm going to be in Boston in January. I hope it'll be better. I'm not going to make any promises, but I do want to say I think it won't be a once every 3 month thing. I truly promise that. And as the offseason gets going, more moves comes, maybe even a Juan Soto trades happens. I'm going to be here, guys. I will let you guys know that. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.